My workspace is a freaking mess, and I just constantly keep buying new things, and I have nowhere to put them. So, this is what we're working with. It's just shambles around here. Like, just so many tools, and just nowhere to put anything. So, I think we're gonna make a shelf to put. We've got a little bit of space here, and I think we're going to utilize it because, as you can see, I work out of my garage and share the space with my car. Beauty, that's one. Cool, and that's our first bit. So, when I am building some sort of system like this one, so some of it's going to be like this, which I've built in the past. And these just pull out. So I want like some of it to be that, and then some of it just to be like shelf space, if that makes sense. So it's kind of like a 2-in-1. And whenever I want to do stuff like that, I kind of literally just measure with the bucket where it is, you know? So now I can tell how much space I've got to put my next one. Which, if I put it here, that's plenty of space for this one to sit and for the next one to sit as well. Cool, now that's not going anywhere. Now I can go ahead and measure. Yay, so I don't have to put a tub every time. Completely scrap wood project. I've got some of these boards that have these little blocks attached to them, so I'm just kind of knocking those off. And then I'm going to run the board through my planer, and that will give me like a back piece. So I've done it to one already, and we'll just go ahead and do that. I think 2 should be plenty. But yeah, I'll just set you down and you can watch. These boards are just fit on my motorcycle. Okay, now we got those. I'm probably gonna just make the other one of these real quick. Make the other one of these before I plane those. So I'll just do that. We'll just speed through that. Okay, so some progress has been made. We've got 2 of those now. So now I just need to plane these boards and stick them to the back, get that structure organized, and then I can plan out the shelves and the stuff for everything else. So stay tuned. So yeah, we're going to do the really messy stuff now, which is we're going to run these through the planer just to tidy them up, make them look a bit nicer. They've got holes all through them and stuff, but I'm not concerned about that at all. I just don't want the orange. We're going to get started on that, and then we can maybe start assembling some things before I work out where we're going from here. Nah, that's smoking way too much for my liking. Way too much. So my planer was smoking, so I'm out with the blade, scraping the rollers and the blades because this yucky stuff should not be there. So we're just trying to remove that. So I can use my planer. I've done it on this side already. So now we're just doing this stuff. So now I'm a sweaty mess, but hopefully it's clean so we can get started. So, this is why I hate planing. It's so freaking messy. Sawdust everywhere. This is my little collection system. But, my lord, my workbench. Freaking crazy. But, these are looking good. I don't care to plane them all the way. I just really wanted to get the color off. So now I just gotta, don't know if I just do this with my sander real quick so it's less messy. I might do that. Okay. So now we are going to attach these boards that we just planed and sanded to the back. Okay, so I think we need to do it this way. Okay, give that a go. I'll use my clamp again, just to make my life easier. Okay. So I have 2 screws here that I need to avoid, so I will just try and go right through the center of them. Which it looks like I did. And I'll unclamp that so I can do so. Just line it up. Cool. Okay. So it's looking like this. Might be a little bit confusing, but there's methods to my madness. So I'm going to put this one here, so that way my drawers can pull out, and then I'll have a little bit of space on the side for like just like a little board like that, and just have it like as a shelf, like a little bit of space to put something, you know. So that's where we're at. Just need to make some adjustments to this before we go any further, because this one's on the outside, but if I have it like this, then this board is on the inside, which is not cool. So I just gotta flip it around, put the other board on, and then it won't matter. So I'm going to take this out of my way, and I'll just do that real quick. And do it all the way down. I can bring this one back so we can put this one on. But yeah, so we need the basket or the tubs now, so I can get the measurement. Pray that we don't hit screws when we do this. I do. That's one. So we run into a dilemma. These were all not flushed like that one, so I had to unscrew them all and redo it so it's flush. Anywho, in doing that, this screw broke off inside, and now this one is way out. So I'm not 100% sure how I'm going to fix that. So bear with me, and we will figure that out. Think we got it. Surely that got it. Yeah, that got it. Okay. Old trusty multi-tool. So my camera died, and obviously I kept working because I can't help myself. So while it was charging, we got a little bit done. I'll just walk you through it real quick. Pretty impressed with my progress. We did quite a bit. Most of it's done, just a few little finishing touches to do tomorrow. I got one of the shelves in, which is just screwed in from the side and underneath. It's not very big, but it fits perfectly over there, and this is all the excess room I had, so it'll fit my drill. I could put my chargers on it, things like that. Well, I did a couple of braces on the bottom just so it keeps the legs together and in the right spot. I also put a couple of little braces here just to keep these buttoned together and tight. That way my drawers don't go loose. But yeah. Oh, and I forgot to mention, because these two boards were smaller, so the two bottom ones are actually smaller than the ones above it, I had to put a little extra something in there so that way the drawer fit in properly. So it's not going to be exactly in line for the bottom one, which is going to annoy me, but it's what we're doing, you know, working with what you got, and this is what we got. So yeah, we'll check back tomorrow and we'll finish it off. I lied, let's just install on the shelf. Seriously, I'm so bad I can't help myself. But my partner still isn't home from work, so I have a little bit of time. Yeah, what I was doing just to get things level, I didn't have to measure anything. I just put a level on there and wiggled it until it was good. Okay. How exciting. So we got the second shelf in. I think I might do obviously one in the middle, and then I've got to figure out something down here. I could definitely do more of these. I would just have to clean up some more of these, which I have. But that involves my planer, and I really hate using it because it's so messy. But we may have to do that tomorrow. But yeah, so far so good. Okay, I lied, but this time I'm really done. I did the third shelf. Now we are going inside. Looks super good. To be continued tomorrow. Okay, so we just made a quick trip to the local hardware store. Hammer Barn for all you Bluey fans. Favorite place in the whole world. Needed to get some screws. So we got a bunch of screws. He's got a packet too. Now we can head home and finish up. It's day 2 of our shelf build. I just ran to the hardware store to get some more screws. Got a crap load. And now we're just going to keep going. I think I'm going to go all the way to the floor with this, or at least as low as I can go. Because I do have this little rack that I wanted to, so it's just plastic and it's really flimsy, and the goal was to make a pine one for next to it. So I'm going to keep this for now, and then this one will be extra storage because I've got 3 more. So 1, 2, 3, yeah, at least. And then in the future we can build one for this. So for now I'll do this one, and it'll just give me extra storage, which will be awesome. And then yeah, I did go ahead and replace these because I knew that would absolutely destroy my brain. So those ones have come off, and we've got these ones. So I cleaned up another piece of wood. I'm probably going to have to do one more, and then should be done, because I've got one here, and then I've got one more, so I'm like one short. So I'll just have to go clean up a little bit of wood. Okay. So we're getting a bit tight here at the bottom. So to fix that, did the same with this one. Just ran my little handheld planer along the side of it a couple of times. Much better. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do that again, 1, maybe 2 times off camera, and then I'll be back. So here is the final result. I'm pretty impressed with how it turned out. We've got 4 little shelves on the side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pulls. So we can pull these out, put things inside, close them back up. I think at the bottom, I'm just going to put a shelf. I'll leave that for another time because I've done enough and I want to use this. And adding a shelf would be super simple and I can do that anytime. So for now, I think we're just going to leave it, put it in its spot, and it's finished. But here is the state of my workspace. So let's clean that up. Here she is in all her glory. So I'm actually getting to utilize it. It's really handy to have. Just stores away a lot of my bits and pieces. Tools in that one, screws. The shelves are really handy too. Perfect for my drills. Just a couple of excess things that I have laying around. But yeah, looks awesome. I love it. So yeah, if you guys like the video, make sure you leave a thumbs up and consider subscribing. It would really help my channel grow. Share it to a friend, someone you think might be interested. Yeah. Stay tuned for some more really epic builds. I got heaps of things lined up and I can't wait to share them with you guys. Thanks.